A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to this collective reading. In this reading, we would be talking about the divine feminine energy or the divine feminine collective, which is polarized, or when we individually see this energy, how this energy is defeating the karmic energy. So, the karmic energy is also a stubborn energy, let's understand, because it is programmed to believe that it is right. Okay, so they are selfish. The karmic energy is very selfish, and most importantly, very much attached to the 3D reality or the sansaric reality. So, whatever they do, whether it is an act of lust, whether it is an act of cheating, whether it is an act of gaining money by wrong means, whatever they do, they justify it by saying that I also deserve to be happy. This is one line which most karmic people say. They don't see how much they are hurting other people. They don't see how many people are involved in their procedure of hurting others. They don't care about these things. All they care is that they should be happy. And what is their happiness around? Really stupid things. Okay, really things that are not even that important in reality, but they make it important because not only it's attached to the worldly world, but it's also attached to their ego. So this channeling actually came up because I could sense some heavy energies around the feminine collective. And let me explain to you, the feminine part is the one that gets affected by karmic most, is because feminine is the more emotional one, the sensitive one. And feminine is also that part of the twin flame energy which is detail oriented, and it is also connected to earth energy. And earth, the nature, prakriti, does not forgive. Okay, it only knows how to punish. The masculine, on the other hand, is sort of detached. The masculine energy is detached from all these things because they don't get too emotional. They are not that sensitized towards these things, so they can actually just do something else and just move on from it faster. So any person who's in Kundalini awakening process, any man or woman who's in Kundalini awakening process, their feminine energy is very strong. So whenever they find out about any karmic doing a cheating scandal or creating lies about them or stealing away their people or just being pure, plain, cold-blooded, selfish, And today in this channeling, I also want to mention that English language is a very confusing language because it has certain words which don't have proper meanings, like the word selfish. It is very important to be selfish if you are in the spiritual ascension journey. And who do we learn this selfishness from? We learn it from the karmics, because when we see the karmic people shamelessly being so selfish for things that they know are going to hurt other people but will end up massaging their ego, they still go ahead and do it. So this is why we need to see these people. This is why we need to meet these people in the ascension journey, so that when we see their horrible behavior, their pathetic behavior, their non-empathetic behavior, their cold-heartedness towards humanity or anybody who has humanitarian values or moral values, it makes us feel like if they can do it shamelessly, then why can't we do it? Because we are actually following the path of truth and source, and we are surrendering to source. Many a times the karmic play cheap tactics, like they will play the game of acting like they are the wise ones or they know the best. So they immediately find a replacement. This is their way of performance. They always, whenever they feel defeated or whenever they see that someone is correct, for example, you are a twin flame, okay, a star seed or a twin flame, a light worker, mission worker, whichever way you want to call yourself. Basically, you're on the ascension process. Now, you confront a karmic and you tell the karmic that you know what they're up to. Or you just simply say that whatever you're doing is not correct in your own words, maybe directly, or you just hint it to them. whatever you do, there is a strong confrontation energy there. Okay. Now, when the karmic realizes that you know what they've been up to, or you know that you are more confident, you are more smart, you are more truthful, you are more sincere, and most importantly, you also possess the monad energy. Monad is basically the teacher. Okay, monads usually teach other people stuff. So when they see it, and monads don't become monads like that in a day. They obviously go through a lot of pain and suffering, or they go through a lot of confusion, and that is a part of understanding who you are. So they are probably confused at one time because they are questioning the society, they are questioning the world, they are questioning humanity versus ego. Like, if a humanitarian, a good person, a moralistic person is in a certain situation, how will they act? Be it romantic, be it non-romantic. Okay, so they process information like that. But a person who's highly programmed with the karmic world, even if you see them doing good deeds sometimes, because that's how they connect with the spiritual people. That's how spiritual people meet so many karmics, because a lot of karmics are also posing as spiritual people. And not only that they are wrong, or they are selfish, or they are mean, or whatever they are going to do, mostly they are full of lust. They just have to satisfy their lust somehow with just about anyone who matches the criteria. But for that, they are not going to cross check who is this person, where is this person coming from. And in order to get that person attention, they will act like a very nice person, who is so kind-hearted, who's so understanding. And they like to tap into people's dreams and people's hopes. They like to tap into those things, like they can figure out that certain things always work. So give them a false promise, give them a fake promise, give them something that will take them to La La Land, and then they will become their slaves. Now, a person, a healed person, a twin flame, so there are 2-3 types of twin flames also. In twin flame world, people who are simply awakening, they are the beginner level twin flames. Now, they would be also having a lot of gifts, and they would also be having a lot of wonderful things in them, but they have just started awakening. So they still don't understand the games of karmics. Okay, that's why whenever crisis situation happens or runner chaser dynamic happens, they kind of go into that kind of phase. Where they feel extremely sad, and they don't trust anyone that easily. But then they also get out of it faster than those who are about to approach the long dark night phase, which will take them to the hermitage. So all phases are interesting, and all phases of the twin flame journey are difficult as well as enjoyable. So the difficulty as well as the enjoyability factor remains constant, because there's always something to enjoy that feels very good, because it gives you a lot of epiphanies and realizations, and all happiness surrounds these epiphanies and realizations. But at the same time, there is heartbreak, and there is lack of trust, and there is heartbreak because of what other people do, not because of what you're doing. What you're doing actually makes you feel better about yourself, because you're not doing what the selfish 3D crazy people are doing. So there are beginner twin flames. You can actually look at it like the plant kingdom. So if we look at the cyclic process of seed's life, a seed, okay, so basically let's just imagine that a twin flame is like a seed. So the first stage, instead of 4, let's say 5 stages, is of the seed. Okay, then the seed starts germination or germinating. That becomes the second phase. The third phase is the growth of that particular seed into a sapling, into a plant. Then there is reproduction, then there is pollination, and the seed spreading stages appear after that. Now we are going to little bit modify this, because we have to understand how the twin flames are reproducing. or increasing in number. Because yes, even the twin flames are increasing in number. It's not a very fast process, but it is a process which is happening, and a lot of people are getting affected by it or touched by it or impacted by it. And people are exploring about it, like other people who listen to the concept of twin flames, who are not into the twin flame journey, but they listen about it. They feel like it's some kind of a great label on this planet, the greatest label to achieve. So they start calling their partner twin flame, or they will start saying, this is my twin flame, that is my twin flame, like that. But when the relationships don't work out, when they go through pain, and sometimes even happy couples will say, this is my twin flame or that is my twin flame, whosoever they're dating or whosoever they're married to, without understanding what it actually means. But this is how the twin flame word is spreading, because everyone wants to know what this is. Anyone who resonates with the word twin flame, that person is going to do research work. That's how it spreads. Some of the people may not even notice it, and they will just use it like how they use the word soulmate or lover or partner. For them it's just any other word. But there are always few people who always get attracted to this word, because they find this word to be very unique. It is the spiritual thirst in them that makes them wonder, what is this word? What does this twin flame mean? Like, there has to be some meaning behind it. Otherwise, why would anyone just randomly create a word so strange? It's such a strange word actually. So that's how it starts. So if you want to just divide these 4 stages, there are 9 stages of this journey. But when I talk about the person who is in twin flame, how do they operate? So at first they are a beginner or a newbie. This is like the stage where the training period starts, or you are actually focused, or you're very clear about your expectation that this is the type of person you want. Like before this, you might not be that clear with your expectation or with the type of person you want, and usually you are very clear that you are only going to settle for true love and nothing else. If it's true love, you'll settle down. You are not bothered about the materialistic things. You're not bothered about the societal norms or anything. You're just looking for that energy. And it could be possible that you do talk to a couple of people, or you do meet a couple of people, but nothing works out for you. But there is one person who fits the bill, and that's how you start with that person. And a lot of people want to hurry up in this stage. They want to know everything about the person, about the relationship. They want to see the culmination of the relationship immediately. They want the relationship to be a happy one immediately. And obviously, because this is the beginner stage, a lot of people are not even aware about what true love really stands for. And that is what the whole twin flame journey is all about, making you understand what true love is. So slowly and gradually the person moves on to the next level, and that is the level of the performer. Now this is the place where a person is going to be entangled in the runner chaser dynamic. There will be crisis. The person is going to try out multiple things. They would start studying up. A lot of people, actually, also the ones who are genuine twin flames, find out about twin flame journey during the runner chaser dynamic, because they've never really witnessed this type of a dynamic. Every time they've ended a relationship, it has just simply ended. Okay, it has not been like you keep going back to that person, or that person also keeps coming back to you. This kind of is annoying, but at the same time they see it like true love. And now this is also the phase or the stage where a lot of filtering out happens. You can figure out whether a person is a catalyst. You can figure out whether it's a false relationship. You can also figure out whether you even want to be in a relationship or not right now. You also understand the meaning of marriage. You understand why you are there. You start understanding those things, because everybody is not here to live a normal 3D life. If everybody is here to live a normal 3D life, then there would not be all of these talks, all of these things, all of these research work that people do, and all of this curiosity that people possess. Some of the people, they just simply accept their fate and destiny. They never question. But some always question. So you are going to learn how to be consistent with your expectations in terms of relationships and love. And why I find twin flame journey to be very interesting also, because it usually starts with romantic pursuits, and then a person starts questioning romance, and they start saying, oh my god, what's happening to me? Like, all this romantic stuff that I've been living in thinking that it's all real, it's actually bullshit. It's not even real. Like, romance is an illusion. So that's when they start looking for love, because they are done with the romantic stuff, because anybody they found or they thought that it's the right person for them or the right relationship for them actually started with the base of romance. Like simple things, someone is taking them out on the dates, giving them flowers, making promises, getting intimate. All these things are a part of romantic world, and then they realize that all this is not even real, because it's not creating that happiness that they're looking for. Now the karmic plays an important role here, because the karmic is okay with everything, because karmic doesn't give a shit about anything. The karmic only wants something. Now it could be purely just lustful stuff, like it could be possible the karmic is already married to someone. It could be possible that karmic knows that the person they want is already connected with someone or already in relationship with someone. For them it doesn't matter if somebody is married or somebody is in a relationship, if somebody has a girlfriend, boyfriend, or somebody has been dating someone for 4 years, 5 years, 10 years. They don't care about these things. They just want something or someone. Now if the karmic also is so easily able to take away that person from you, then that also gives you a lot of perspective and a lot of places to work on, to think about. That how is it possible that someone from the 3D world is so easily taking away my person based on sex or based on some of these things: money, sex, looks, big butts, I don't know, small butts, whatever. It's really pathetic actually. Sometimes it is so disappointing for some people when they take sessions from me, in personal sessions. They tell me that I never thought that the person I was so deeply in love with, so madly in love with, is going to leave me for this, for these things, or for one of these things. Like I had put that person on a big pedestal. These are the words of a lot of people, that they had actually put their person on a pedestal probably equal to God. They thought this person is most innocent, most loving, most kind hearted, and the things this person did to them, even after a lot of people, even after they go through these torturous situations, they still continue to love that person. Like, it takes them a long time to get back to reality and snap out of it, because they keep thinking that they are in a relationship with Lord God Almighty, the purest person on the planet who can never do anything wrong. So even if they are cheating on me, even if they are cheating or lying or being greedy for money, sex, fame, recognition, anything, whatever they choose over me, these people think that it's because the person is so innocent and gullible. Just about anyone can just take them away like that, say some nice things, offer some nice things, and that's it. So sometimes a lot of people are also in relationships with karmics, and they need to know that. They need to be aware about that. The person they are with, what type of person is that? And why are people attracting these karmics in their lives? Whether it's in the form of an outsider, whether it's a form of their own relationship, whether it's the form of family members, friends, or someone of influence in their life. Somebody is playing the role of a karmic and ruining their happiness constantly, and they justify it because they can justify it. They feel they have the right to justify everything they do. But there comes a point where a twin flame, a person who possesses this energy of star seed, of twin flame, cannot handle it anymore, cannot take it anymore. They feel like, how come all the shit they do is justified, and how come all my goodness, all my purity, innocence is not justifiable or justified? How is that happening? So then comes the third stage, or you can say the stage of being stable being grounded. Yes, in the performer stage, some people learn how to become consistent. Like they are learning, so it's on and off. But by the time you reach the stage 3, you are quite consistent with certain things. Like you understand certain things, and this could even be followed by a long phase of dark night, being in your own zone, some kind of a disease, some kind of a problem, some kind of a situation, because after that you kind of learn things. You could even find a good healer by this time, a good therapist by this time, a genuine one. Maybe before that you were just going to people and they were just wasting your time and energy. Instead of giving you energy, they were taking away your energy, so you were feeling very drained and empty and you did not know what to do. Maybe you were doing a lot of drugs and you were on a lot of medicines unknowingly. You were just taking them as medicines, but they were just not good for your system. So finally you become the person who's stabilized. So we call this stage as the stabilizer or the stabilized stage. A person is figuring things out, and then finally you become a pro. So as a twin flame also, you are a newbie, then you can be at the performer stage, you can be at then the stabilizing stage, because stabilizer or stabilizing means that stabilizing process will also go on for a while. How to remain stabilized, how to remain consistent in whatever you want. And as I said, what you want will hugely shift from where you were at the beginner stage. At the beginner stage, you were probably just not even sure about a lot of things, but by the time you're in the stabilizer mode, you are pretty much very sure about everything. Almost everything, What you want, at least that much you know. What you don't want, that also you know. What is not good for your health, for your mind, for your life. And this is also a stage of observation, because see, you have some kind of a pain and you go out meeting other people and they tell you about their pains and their problems. It becomes like a shock for you, because you're like, oh my god, how come these people are surviving with these things? And a lot of 3D people can also give you a lot of insight and hope, because maybe some people are programmed to live in the 3D reality, but it could just be what they have chosen, and they could be really wise. They may be just in a very normal, simple setup. They're not doing any spiritual inner work, or they're not doing anything literally for themselves. Maybe they go to some health related options, or they have some fitness based options, because a lot of people would realize in the further journey that health and fitness is an important part of consistency. Food, health and fitness, these things matter a lot. Whatever you do throughout the day, in the morning especially, it matters a lot. So why you are falling sick also, why you are unwell also, or why you feel sick in your system, there could be many reasons for it. One of the reason could be how you sleep, how you wake up, how much stress you give to yourself. And God is trying to teach you how to surrender. God is not testing you out. A lot of people think, actually they blame God and they say that God is punishing me or doing something to me. No, it's actually we get a little sidelined, or when we meet some people with very strong egos and with how they are surviving, because people with strong egos also look accomplished from the outside. Like a lot of them, they carry a certain amount of confidence, which can create illusion in the mind of a person who's trying to stabilize in their journey, because they will probably come up with some kind of money, or something is going, maybe a business, or they would probably have some kind of a body. Now no one knows how they got that body. It can't be pure natural body, because we all know what a natural body is like. It's only in the last few 50 years unnatural bodies have taken place, or they've replaced natural bodies. So a lot of them could be simply just roaming around with a lot of plastic surgery or a lot of steroids in their system, or whatever like that they have used to look good, or to be or to create the appearance of health and fitness, but they actually might not be. So you'll meet some people who are actually healthy and actually into fitness and actually doing good deeds, but they are willing to live the 3D life. They don't want to live the spiritual life. This is just one of the interesting things that I'm talking about here, because this is a collective reading and I don't want to make it very long. If you are looking for long readings, also long collective messages, please specify in what department, in what area you're looking for it. And if it is justifiable, I will definitely create some content around it. But also, whenever you're listening to a collective reading, please mark your attendance. Marking the attendance is very important. It is not just for you and me, but it's for all those people who feel that they are lonely, or all those people who feel that, there are just about one or two of them around. So this number is actually growing, and it will grow. And when people read the comment section of such videos, this is not a clickbait video, or not a kind of video which has just been made to get more viewership or get more people. It is to actually create a platform for those people who vibrationally match with this content. And it is very important that you show up and you tell the world that, hey, I'm so and so, and I'm from this country or this state, because the location also matters. So the fourth stage, or the final stage, is of the the professional, you can say, the twin flame that is a pro now. The pro twin flame is pretty much also the person who spreads the seeds around. And yes, even in this you have genuine pros and you have some fake pros, but it's okay. Like I said, everything is part of the journey, everything is part of this process. And let me tell you one more thing. Ascension is a lifestyle. Inner work never stops. It's great if you continue to do your inner work throughout your life. And I'm not sure like how it works, how you feel when you are unwell or you're coping up with some problem, how it is to think at that point in time that everything will be okay. But no matter how bad your situation may be at a certain point, given point, but let me tell you, everything eventually is okay. The practice is to be in the here and now. The practice is not about comparisons. The practice is not about looking at other people and thinking that I should also have it, or why don't I have it. The practice is to value what you have and who you are, and just be happy with it and be grateful with it, and be in the here and now as much as you can, because in the here and now it's perfectly fine. So as per this collective reading, the person who has the strong feminine energy, or they connect with feminine energy, they could be a twin flame who is either in the stage of stabilizing, or they are a pro twin flame also. Still, I would say that sometimes, because these levels or these stages, it's not the final thing. It's not like these are the only 4 stages. I'm just giving you like the broad perspective. I can divide these 4 stages also into further 4 stages, converted into 12 stages of the journey of the twin flames understanding. But this is just to explain things to you. So even if you're a pro, or even if you're in the stabilizer mode, you can easily see the karmic's intention. And sometimes, before you become an absolute pro, the karmic is going to pull you down. And it's so interesting how these karmics come into your life. Sometimes they just appear when you least expect it. And in the higher stages, it may also not be that they're snatching away a person from you. It may just be their presence. It may just be how they carry themselves, how easily they lie, and how good they are when they lie, how many smiles they share when they are lying, or they're pretending to be somebody else. They act like they are this really kind-hearted person with a lot of spiritual energy, and they're so nice and they're so sweet, and they've never done any sins. The good thing about most people on ascension is, the truth is, how you can see that they are authentic is they accept that they've sinned in the past, or they've been a sinner once upon a time, or they have sinned, or they still sometimes make mistakes, and they are ready to accept it and move on with it and learn from it and surrender, their mistakes to God and not repeat them. But the karmics, they are also at pro level to actually act like, they never sinned. Right from conception to birth, They are just the best thing on the planet. Like, they never made any mistake whatsoever. They make no mistakes. It's always other people who make mistakes. It's always other people who are wrong. It's always other people, who don't understand them. It's very interesting because the other day, somebody I know was talking to me, and they have this really nice partner, very loving partner, very caring partner, to be honest. And they were cheating on this partner, and I found out. So I was just confronting this person, and I was asking this person, why would you do this to your person who's doing everything for you? So this person justified it by saying that they're any which way always suspicious, they any which way always doubt on me, they any which way always say that I could be cheating on them. So it's them actually, they have made me do this. Their constant suspicion or their constant questioning me about my whereabouts, this is the reason that now I feel like cheating, and I want to be happy too. I deserve to be happy. So I said to this person, if you want to be happy, why don't you leave this person fully? Why keep this person in the dark? Why fool them? Why make them, use them actually, not even make them do something, but use them. Use their resources, use their money, use their sexuality, use their energy, and then secretly have an affair or maybe more than one affair, and then justify it by saying that they are suspicious. Like, why won't they be suspicious? You're already doing it. You're already lying. Because the karmic energy, they are very sweet on the face. They are so sweet and caring and loving. Like, a lot of times, innocent people, the gullible people, they don't even believe it. Many a times I've noticed when a lot of people go through a heartbreak and they find out something that their person was doing, it takes them a long time to actually process it or believe it, because on the faces they were so damn nice and so damn victim all the time. So if a person who is doing something wrong can act or feel or be a victim so easily, what all they could be putting a person through who they actually spend most of their time with. So karmic energy can be anywhere and everywhere. And the feminine energy, when it heals, it does not get affected by the karmic at all. On the contrary, it can look into the eye of the karmic and literally question the karmic, like, why you allow this to happen, okay? Or why you smile like this, or why do you act like nothing has happened? Why do you act like you're not doing anything wrong? Why you act so damn innocent and childlike, and even when you're not, okay? Being childlike and being innocent is also a true fact about a lot of people, but they don't go about hurting others. They don't go about playing with other people's lives, okay? For personal sessions, you can write to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com. All the details about personal sessions and therapy sessions are mentioned in the description box, along with the PayPal link. You also have the link to my book, In the Name of Love, A Journey of Finding Your Ultimate Soulmate. You can get this book from Amazon Kindle, and please only get it from Amazon Kindle. The paperback copy is an old version, very old version, in fact, the most initial version. So if someone is selling it, they could be probably selling really old copies that they probably have, with them. Some of the distributors, they probably had the oldest copies, so they could be selling it out. So don't buy it. It's not being sold by me. The Kindle copy was actually edited by me, and then I re-edited it and then I put it up. Also, I like to save paper and create a better environment. So save paper and save trees, and let's read books in a much better way. And I will see you soon in another one. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.